Hey Aquarius, I'm going to pull your cards for this month. As I pull your cards, I want to share with you what I was tuning into while I was sitting with your energy. And I was feeling and seeing someone that is incredibly detail oriented and in different ways. For some of you, it could be with something that you're creating, something that you're making, and your attention to the aesthetic and detail is, absolutely divine. It is the most beautiful creation, and that stems from your attention to detail and everything that you're working on. For some of you, this could be your attention to the energies within and around you. You're very energetically sensitive, and you are and you have been paying attention to your inner landscapes. And this detail-oriented nature that you have is really something that is one of your greatest strengths. And it felt really important that this detail-oriented nature that you have, this visionary perception, the way that you see, feel, and experience is a very, very big gift that you have. And it's a gift that not everyone has in the unique way that you do. And it's incredibly important for that to not only remain in your own awareness, because it's extremely inspirational. It's so inspirational to other beings. And you can take the tiniest look at something and you draw from that, and you just see like a whole vision, like almost like I'm seeing someone who's really into interior design as an example. And it's like you see one leaf or one object, and from that you draw a whole world that you envision around you. So pay attention to your way in which you create something of that magnitude from a speck of dust on the ground, because not everyone has that vision. And that vision was not only meant to be enjoyed by you. So I feel really beckoned to say that it's important for that sort of visionary aspect of you to come outward and to play. Wow, okay. So far, 7 of Swords, Prince of Cups, 3 of Discs, 9 of Discs, Princess of Wands, Princess of Swords, the Hierophant, Princess of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Fool, and the High Priestess. So there's a lot of watery energy here that you are riding in your emotional landscapes. along with some mental energies of the Seven of Swords. And so there is an energy here that is like a swimming nature, swimming the seas of your consciousness and your subconsciousness, which are giving the birth as you're cutting through as well, because you have Seven of Swords and Princess of Swords here. The Seven of Swords, Princess of Swords. So you are also moving through energies that are cutting through, moving beyond prior limiting beliefs that have been conjured in your sphere, breaking away different masks of illusion that have been present. And this sort of inner work that has been occurring is what is going to allow you to rise up from the subconscious into the material, and bridge that energy for you to be emerging out of a shell in a sort of way. You have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant, if you can see, there is the pentagram within his heart space, and there's a child inside of that pentagram. And that is the symbol, the Hierophant is, and this specifically, the symbol inside, is the birth of the new earth and the new eon. And the Hierophant is the keeper of the wisdom of all the ages. These masks that are around him are the wisdom of the ancient mysteries. He is the sacred keeper of those mysteries. And this changeover of the eon is happening once every 2,000 years. And so this child now is being birthed through the Hierophant, and through this diving and this descent through the beingness, to rise up into a new way, into a new life, with all of this wisdom that is carried through many lifetimes as you've been journeying. None of us are new here. And so as this sort of introspection has taken place and is occurring now, you are also cutting through the energies with Princess of Swords. So you're moving through, you're slicing through what is now no longer in resonance with you, so that you can move as your highest self in the direction that feels in best resonance with your being at this time. So, and because of that, you are also, through the Hierophant, through Princess of Swords, you are also activating the Princess of Wands, which is rising into her fire energy through all of these waters, that subconscious waters that you've been swimming through. It's also giving rise to this fire energy, to this fresh fire energy that has been wanting to emerge, but there's been a process here that has been taken place, and which has been extremely powerful and important for the true work, for your true work to occur. So that's really good to see that this fire energy is here. And you also have pulled the Hanged Man, the Fool, and the High Priestess. So there may be a period of some gathering of energies with the Hanged Man in order to open up a new doorway so that you can walk through as the Fool in a fresh energy, in a childlike energy, in a playful energy, in a place of infinite possibilities and wonder and magic and excitement. And, you know, what portal will this next step open me up into? So as there has been a deep process, and perhaps you will be going through that still during this month, for each of you it will be different, that Hierophant energy as well, along with the Hanged Man, is that gathering of the information, gathering of the wisdom, the insight. It is the rising of that power of your ancient wisdom. It is also the portal of illumination, as I was saying earlier, when you see, you know, that speck of dust on the ground and you can pull from that speck of dust, or you can pull from that cloud that you see in the sky, and you think of a whole beautiful universe around you from that one branch, from that one person that smiled from you, and you orchestrate this incredible vision from that. Very powerful. Not everyone has that. Not everyone has that knack for that creative inspiration. So the Hanged Man is the suspension, but also the gathering of these ideas, the gathering of this information, the sitting with it, the allowing for it to merge within the being before taking action. And the Fool is the wild child, the one that takes off with the knapsack over its back and is like, I'm doing this. I don't know where this is going, but I'm doing this. And trusts the cosmic flow, trusts spirit, trusts where he is being led, and is open to new, open to the infinite potentiality that is ever present, that is always around us, that is intoxicating in a way with exuberance for life. So that there is an invitation here of that quality of the Fool, of the excitement of not knowing how things will be, but embarking on the journey regardless. But although there is that childlike quality of the Fool, because of the Hierophant and the High Priestess that is here, the High Priestess, she is the one who goes and crosses to the other side. She is the Fool that's made it on the other side of the void. And she takes that wisdom that she's accumulated, that she's acquired, and all that has taken for her to receive. And she comes back and she chooses to bridge the heaven and earth and bring that journey back with her forward into the world in whatever form or shape that chooses to manifest in. And that could be from something like interior design, like making food, like bringing your wisdom forward into the world of your journey of sharing of the sciences of math. It will be different for each being, how that wisdom chooses to manifest itself. And the beautiful thing about these cards together is that the Hierophant and the High Priestess, they are the keepers of wisdom and the higher knowledge and mysteries, and you pulled both of them in this spread. So what that's showing to me, well, and coupled with the Fool, it's perhaps you haven't taken this venture yet for some of you to actually bring your wisdom and knowledge into the world. Some of you may not chosen to do that yet. And some of you may already are and have been doing that. But for those of you who have not, I feel compelled to say that it's an incredibly important part of your journey because of the vision and the detail and the perception of energy you have, that there may be those who benefit from your wisdom in the many shapes and faces and different ways of being that it chooses to manifest in your reality, and that it's incredibly important that you honor that within your being for yourself and others. And many times, if there is something in your being that is supposed to come out into the world, what will happen is that you'll start feeling resistance and pain inside because you're not allowing yourself to open to the experience of sharing and opening in that way. So if you feel that sort of resistance in any way, most likely it's because you're not carrying a gift forward that you were meant to carry forward. And so the Fool is saying, try it. You have nothing to lose. Try it. The only thing that's holding you back is some sort of fear within your being. So go into that fear, identify it, find out where it comes from, allow yourself to be with it, so you can allow yourself to move beyond that. And the Hanged Man energy is that assimilation of energies. So it's okay to take time with thinking about these things and contemplating them. That's really healthy. Allowing all the information to settle in and choosing for yourself what's best for you, because your internal guidance system is always leading you in the right way. The more attuned and refined, and the more time you have spent with yourself, and get to know yourself more. So along with these energies, you have the Nine of Discs, which is a financial stability and reward for putting your work forward and moving into your power and your energy. So you also have here water and fire combination. There's a good balance of water and fire here to work with. So there is a groundedness to this energy, and there's also a call to go forth in sharing that wisdom that may come through in all sorts of different ways. So honor that, allow your gifts to come forward, and invite this energy into your life. Invite the newness. Allow yourself to not know if you take this next step, what could happen next, but you feel something deep within you is attracted to doing this. Don't hold back from the Fool energy. Allow it to be playful. Allow yourself to be curious and to see where this can go. All right, Aquarius, this has been an amazing reading. I wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful month. If you feel compelled to, write something about what is going on with you this month, and you can always leave a comment below. And I'd love to hear what you guys are experiencing. And I will see you guys next month. All right, bye, Aquarius.